ethylene, gibberellin, and cytokine. These are the options. Now, let me open with you the content which we have gone through. The answer is there only. Okay, phytohormone auxin. Promote the formation of female flowers and sex organ. Which hormone? Clear? Rabia?
Yes, sir.
So the answer will be auxin. Right?
Yes, sir.
And I have told you that many times the question I've been asked, which hormone is responsible for increasing the flowering in pineapple? Right? It is there. Which hormone is responsible for promoting parthenocarpy? This is also a question. Fine. So you'll get these kind of the questions. So you have to remember each and everything. And what is the next question? Tell me, please.
So, but then here it's written ethylene.
Ethylene is not promoting the. Ethylene is basically responsible for ripening of the fruit. Ethylene. It stimulates the flowering in pineapple plant. So for pineapple, this is the answer. And even this question I've been asked multiple times. Look, we have ethylene. It stimulates flowering in pineapple. Fine. The next question.
So, what is the full form of ABA?
Abscisic acid.
So, sir, in this option, there is an auxin, right?
Sorry.
In the options given for the cucumber question, there is an auxin given, right?
So what is the answer? So answer is given ethylene or ABA in your book.
It's given ethylene.
And that is a wrong. Actually, you know which publication you have?
Sir, I saw it online.
Okay. Fine. I got it.
So like in the options, there isn't auxin given. So like what are we supposed to choose?
More, you know, one thing. Rely more on the book, right? First thing. Rely more on the book. And in case if the answer is not, you are unable to find that answer in the book. Check it more than 2 sources. Right. I have seen that number of the answers in the Bajus and the both side and all that, like they are wrong. Number of the questions. There is one more publication where the answers are wrong. MTG publication, the answers are wrong. In Arihan, the answers are wrong. Whenever when I generally, when we make the question paper for multiple projects, we are making the question paper. Personally, I check the answers. And whenever I check the answer, because the team type the answers with the help of that book, whatever the book from where they are taking the question. But in the books, almost every time I find 10 to 15 answers are wrong. Right. So it happens. So every time check it from the multiple sources. Please give me the next question.
Okay, so which of the following is not observed during apoplastic pathway?
Sorry, I got call from our team. Yes. What was the question, Rabia?
Which of the following is not observed during apoplastic pathway?
Okay, right. Tell me.
The options are: first one, movement of water occurs through intercellular spaces and wall of the cells. Second, the movement does not involve crossing of cell membrane. Third one,
That is also correct.
the movement is aided by cytoplasmic streaming.
This is wrong. The movement of the water is added by cytoplasmic streaming in symplastic pathway, not apoplastic. C will
So
be
the
the
third one is wrong.
right. Third one is wrong. That will be the answer.
Okay, so
What is the fourth one?
the fourth one is apoplast is continuous and does not provide any barrier to water movement.
Apoplast is continuous.
Apoplast is continuous and does not provide any barrier to water movement.
That is true, but apoplastic pathway is not continuous. C will be the answer. So what is the
So
answer?
I sent it in the
What is the answer
chat.
given in your book?
Just a second. So
Because
it's the third option.
Yeah, third will be the answer because by the way, it is very confusing. Third or fourth, it's very good question, but the fourth option is very confusing because apoplastic pathway in the Casparian strip, it have to go inside the symplast and then it will face the barrier. Remember?
Okay. Yeah.
But it was a good question. These questions are good questions. They are not tough, but they are very confusing. And this kind of the question you will get.
Okay, so
yeah. Aisha, any doubt? Any question? No. Okay, fine. So should we start from the animal physiology part?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let's start the human digestive system. Digestion and absorption. Look, simple. This is the digestive system, which is found in our body. So, with the help of this diagram, let's discuss something. I'll give you an overview. By the way, you must be aware with this diagram. So, this is the oral cavity. Oral cavity is the cavity, the part cavity in the space which is found inside our mouth. So this is the oral cavity part. Okay, so this is the oral cavity, and the upper part of the oral cavity, it is parotid or salivary gland. So in the upper part, this upper palate, there is a parotid or salivary gland, and it produces the saliva. In the lower part of the oral cavity, there is a sublingual. Sublingual means tongue. So the gland which is found below the tongue, that is called sublingual. And there is a one more gland, that is submandibular salivary gland, right? So mandible means this chin part is called mandible. So the gland which is found below this part, that is called submandibular, right? So sublingual, submandibular, and parotid, right? So how many glands are there? That question I've been asked. Please find it. How many glands are there in? How many salivary glands are found in human? Answer carefully. How many salivary glands are found in human? Tell me, both of you, Rabia and Aisha. No idea?
So probably 1,000.
Oh, come on. Parotid salivary gland. How many glands? One parotid, one sublingual, one salivary gland. So normally student answer at the 3, right? But basically they are found in pair. So how many type of salivary gland? There are 3 type of salivary gland are found. Parotid salivary gland, sublingual, submandibular. How many glands? There are 6 glands because every parotid 1 pair, sublingual 1 pair, submandibular 1 pair. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Take care while answering, right? Then then there is a pharynx. Pharynx is that part is called meant for respiration. Then there is a esophagus. Esophagus is called food pipe, right? Further, we divide esophagus or food pipe in different part, 3 parts. Cervical part, the part cervix means neck, which is present in the neck. Thoracic part, chest. Abdominal part near the stomach, right? Again, this part is the stomach. In a stomach, between this digestive system and respiratory system, there is a curtain like structure called diaphragm, right? Wherever you feel doubt, you have to stop me and you have to ask me question, right? Else I will think that you know it already. This is the liver. Liver have gallbladder. Liver and gallbladder both are stuck with each other. They are attached with each other. They there's a bile duct. This is bile duct. With the help of bile duct, they drop their or they discharge their enzymes in the small intestine. There is a one more gland, pancreas. Pancreas also drop this into. This is called hepatopancreatic ampulla. They drop over here. Now come to the small intestine. In small intestine, duodenum, jejunum, ileum, right? So there are small intestine. It is 21 feet or 7 meter in length, right? So duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. It is made up of 3 parts, right? And there is a part called appendix. Then this green part is called large intestine. It is further divided in 3 parts. This part is called cecum. Cecum contain bacteria, good bacteria, which help in the digestion. Then this part is called colon. Further, colon is divided in 3 parts. Ascending colon, this part. Origin transverse colon, this part. Descending colon, this part. And the last part that is called this one. This is called rectum, right? And finally, there is an anus, right? So, and out of these, there is an appendix. Appendix is a vestigial organ. So I have written some name of the vestigial organ: appendix, nictitating membrane, and pinna muscles. Vestigial organs are those organs which were functional in our ancestors, but they are not no more functional in our body. As per the scientists, now the appendix is useless or vestigial in our body. Previously, when the invention of fire has not been done, on that time, this appendix was responsible for digestion of cellulose. Nowadays, human cannot digest cellulose, right? Clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what do you have to remember? Vestigial organ. What is the nictitating membrane? This red color part is called nictitating membrane. It is undeveloped in us. This is developed in frog and all that with the animals which are found in water. They there is a what they do. They have this eyelid, and below the eyelid there are the nictitating membrane. Inside the water, they put this film in front of their eyes to protect from the water, and that is a transparent film. And with the help of that film, they can see, and even they can protect their eyes with the help of from the friction of water. This is called nictitating membrane, right? This is something like swimming goggles you use. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Pinna muscles. You must have seen cat, dog, buffalo. They can move their ear, but we can't. So because those muscles are not active in our body. Some people they can move their ear. You must have seen. So in those people, these muscles are active. By the way, these muscles are found on only animals, right? Not in humans. Got it? So these all are vestigial organs. Now we'll discuss one by one. Denture. How many deciduous teeth are found? What is the teeth formula for infant? These are all questions have been asked. Okay. So out of this tongue, complete our tongue, whole tongue, the hide part of tongue is having the taste bud for bitter. So there are some taste buds, small buds, which are responsible for sensing taste. They sense the taste. So taste buds are found in our tongue and they sense taste of food. Taste of food. So for the bitter taste, taste buds are found hide part. For the sour taste, this side is responsible. For the sweetness, this part, and salty, this extreme tip part is responsible. But this is an older information. Many books still follow this one. But if today this question is being asked to you, what this will not be your answer. Every taste bud of, please note it down. Every, as per the modern concept, as per, please note it down. As per the modern concept, every taste bud of tongue is capable of every taste bud of tongue is capable of sensing all kind of taste. Right. Now human denture. So we have just 8 set of teeth, right? We have just 8 set of teeth. Out of this 8, there are 4 copies of 8. So there are 32 teeth total, right? So out of this 8 set, this is the work. This is a set. The front 2 teeth are incisor. So 2 are incisor. They are meant for biting. 1 is canine. It is very much developed in dog, cats, which lion, tigers, those animals which tear the flesh, right? So they tear the flesh. So uh, for flesh eating, this is meant for that thing. So it is responsible for tearing. So then there are 2 premolars. They are responsible for chewing, and last 3 are called molar. They are responsible for grinding. So there are total. So 3 plus 2, 5, and 3, 8. So there are total 8. So copy of 8, all the same copies are found. So there are 20. This last tooth is called wisdom teeth. It is vestigial. I'm telling you, this is vestigial. Let me tell you that out of 1 person out of 1 lakh have 32 teeth. Else, most of the people have 30 teeth. Count it after the class. Most probably 99% you will have 30 teeth. If you have 32 means you are exceptional. You are 1 person in a lakh in population, right? The total 30 teeth are formed. Adult denture formula is 2123 upon 2123 into 2, right? What is 2123? 2 incisor, 1 canine, 2 premolar, 3 molars, right? So that is a denture formula 2123 and 2123. This is for adult human being. What for the child? Denture formula of a child is 2102. So normally the question is being asked which teeth is missing in children, right? So normally which teeth are missing? So these premolars are missing in children, right? So children have told after the birth, right? After the from the birth, after the 12 month, well, after the 9 or 10 month, right? After the 10 month, every child will have 20 teeth. These 20 teeth are called milk teeth or deciduous teeth. That question have been asked. So 20 teeth are milk teeth or deciduous teeth. Why? Because they comes twice in life. right? That's why they are called milk teeth or deciduous teeth. They will fall after some time at the age of 2 or 3 years. 3 year they will fall, and after new teeth will come out, right? So they are called milk teeth. So that is the denture formula difference. So a child have 20 teeth, an adult have 32 teeth, right? Human denture is diphyodont, means we have two set of teeth, milk teeth and permanent teeth, right? We are thicodont, means our teeth are fit in socket. Socket means gums, right? So human denture is diphyodont, thicodont. Is that clear? Both of you, Rabia and Asha, is it clear to you, both of you?
Yes, sir.
Then I have question for you. A question, I have seen a question in the NEET examination. The question was that which of the following uh, teeth are not found in uh, cattle? Which of the following teeth is missing in cattle out of these four? Aisha, today you are not responding. What happened? Any doubt? Any answer?
So I'm not sure, but maybe incisor or canine.
Definitely the answer is canine, not incisor, canine. Incisors are very much developed in herbivores. That's why the most of, okay, fine, no issues. You know, most of the herbivores, they bite, the grasses, right? How they, goats, buffalo, all herbivores have well developed incisor. With the help of incisor, they just bite the grasses. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Which of the teeth are most developed in herbivores? In cattle?
Incisors.
Right. Incisors and molars. Forget. So you will get that kind of the question, right? Sometimes you don't get directly questions. This is the structure of teeth. This upper part is called crown, neck, and root, right? This the outermost white color layer is called enamel. Enamel is, what is the question? Enamel is the hardest biological structure or substance on the earth. Sorry, hardest uh, biological. The enamel is the hardest biological structure found in animals, right? But hardest biological structure or substance on the earth is sporopollenin, which is found in pollen grain, right? These are the two questions you need to remember. Clear?
Yes,
Then,
sir.
then there is a part which is called dentine. Then inside the dentine, there is a pulp cavity which have the blood vessel and nerves, right? This is the gums, bone, and this is the cement which hold our tooth with the gums, right? And there is a nerve, right? So what you have to remember, enamel is the hardest biological substance found in the enamel, but sporopollenin is the hardest biological structure found on the earth or in the plant. Anatomy of stomach. Look, esophagus. This upper part is called fundus, cardiac, body, and pylori. There are four parts of this stomach. Out of these four parts, first part is called fundus. Fundus always remains filled with gas. Then second part is cardiac. This is found near to heart. That's why this is called cardiac. Third part is called body. Body, this is the main part of stomach. Main part of the stomach. Then the third part, fourth part or the last part, this is the pyloric. Pyloric is the fourth part, right? Inside, inner side, there is a row, a row of mucosa. This is the It protects stomach from the HCl, right? Function is protect stomach from the HCl. Clear? There is a wall, right? So this from here, from duodenum, small intestine start. Small intestine start from here to start. So there is a wall, which is, this wall is made up of pyloric. This is called pyloric sphincter. Sphincters are the muscles which work like a wall, right? This is pyloric sphincter. I think it's easy. It should be clear to you. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So stomach have four part. Four part of the stomach. First is fundus. Second is cardiac. Third part is body, main part of, and fourth part is pyloric. So there are total four parts, right? Look. Again, one more question, important question which I've been asked. What is the length of esophagus? This question I've been asked twice. So length of food pipe or esophagus is 25 cm. It is the part I have told you, cervical, thoracic, and abdominal. Then stomach. This fundus part remains filled with the gas, right? Cardiac, pyloric, and pylorus. Cardiac, body, and pylorus. What is the function of stomach? It churn the food. Churn food means it crush the food. Partial digestion, it digests the food partially. Pepsinogen and prorenin. So pepsinogen and prorenin are inactive enzymes which are secreted. Gastric lipase and gastric amylase. They are the active hormone, active enzyme secreted from here. Active enzyme. Ask me where you have doubt. Don't hesitate. Then one hormone. This is the question which have been asked. One hormone. The hormone which is secreted from the stomach cell is a gastrin hormone. Gastrin hormone produced by the parietal cells which are present in stomach wall, right? Clear? Alcohol, aspirin, and lipase and drugs are absorbed at the stomach. By the way, I tell you, stomach is not the site for the absorption. This is the site for partial digestion. So that absorption do not take place. But yes, alcohol, aspirin, lipase, and drugs are being absorbed here. That's why they react very fast. Clear? Tell me, Rabia and Aisha, clear? Is that clear? And ask me.
Yes, sir.
The small intestine. This is the anatomy of a small. This is the stomach. So small intestine is made up of three parts. What are those three parts? The first part is duodenum, second part is jejunum, and third part is the ileum, right? So these all are small intestine part, right? The small intestine is called small because its diameter is small. Its diameter is small, hence named as the small intestine. While length is 23 feet or 7 meters. That is the length of small intestine, right? But its diameter is small, that's why it is called small, right? The hormone which is secreted by the small intestine is secretin, right? Secretin regulate the pancreas and the liver secretion, right? And there is one more hormone which is secreted, that is called cholecytokine. Poliocytokinin regulate the gallbladder and pancreas. You need to remember these both are the question for NEET. They are very important, right? Look, inner surface of small intestine, it has some finger-like structure. These finger-like projections are called villi. Villi are made up of epithelial cell, right? Villi are made up of epithelial cell. Look, again the enlarged structure, this is called villi, right? The villi, uh, this is the outer layer of the villi. Inside the villi, there is a blood capillary, right? There are absorptive cell which absorb the food. There is a blood capillary which take the food into blood. There are some goblet cells, they secrete mucus, right? And inside there are lacteal. Lacteal are lymph vessels. They absorb the fat. They are meant for absorption of the fat. Remember it, lymph lacteals are responsible for the absorption of fat. Fat is not being absorbed by the blood vessels, right? Okay, lacteal absorb it. Uh, this reason. So this upper part is absorptive part. This is called villi. This reason, which is inside, this is called intestinal crypt. Intestinal crypt secrete the enzyme, right? And that's it. Tell me if you have any doubt in the structure of small intestine.
So what is the third part of the small intestine? Is it ileum?
Ileum. Oh, now it's correct. Ileum,
Okay, so
right? These both hormones are very important.
sir,
Large,
your voice is lagging.
sorry,
Your voice was lagging.
lagging. That it is working properly. It's still lagging.
Not now. It's
Okay,
clear now.
right. So again, large intestine. So this large intestine here in large intestine, it do not digest food. So digestion is not a function of large intestine. The digestion stomach is responsible for partial digestion. Small intestine is responsible for complete digestion, and large intestine is meant for the absorption only. Right? This is 1.5 meter long. Right? There is a part cecum. Right? This part is called cecum. Cecum or and vermiform appendix. Right? Cecum is responsible for vitamin synthesis. Right? For example, vitamin K and vitamin B complex are synthesized in cecum. That is a question. Please remember it. It is a question, right? So cecum is a response. There is some bacteria. I have already told you they are for synthesis of vitamin like B12, right? So they help vitamin K and vitamin B complex, right? Escherichia coli is symbiotic bacteria which is found in the cecum, which is responsible for synthesis of these enzymes, right? Appendix is a vestigial part. If food goes appendix, it causes a disease called appendicitis. This is appendix. Clear?
Sir, can you dictate the appendicitis,
Yeah, please note
like
it
the
down.
definition?
Yeah, please note it down. Cecum is a part of cecum is a part of large intestine. Cecum as a part of large intestine. Full stop. It have symbiotic bacteria E. coli. It have symbiotic bacteria E. coli, which are meant for which are meant for synthesis of vitamin, which are meant for synthesis of vitamin K and B12. Full stop. Appendix is a vestigial organ in our body full stop. It must be functional. It must be functional. It must be functional in our ancestor and might be digesting cellulose. Full stop. Appendix is a 6 centimeter long 6 centimeter long.
Sir, can you repeat from the appendix?
Appendix is a 6 centimeter long vestigial part sometime waste food goes into it, comma, it swell and get infected. This disease is called appendicitis. This disease is called appendicitis. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. So, sir, is there any cure for appendicitis?
No, there is no cure for appendicitis. In initial, in initial stage, normally people feel a very like not that much deep pain, or the pain is not in that much intensity. So if people avoid, so what happens? The infection increases. When infection increases, size increases, right? Then it cannot be cured with the medicine, right? So doctor says you have to operate it, right? It is get operated. Then else what will happen? This will swell and this will blast, right? And a person can die inside, right? It is harmful, dangerous as well, because
So they have to remove it.
yeah, they normally they remove it. In appendicitis, this is for sure they remove it.
Okay, sir.
Digestive gland, right? Now we will cover. So here in the first part, first we have covered the complete structure of human digestive system. Second, we have covered then the morphological part, means anatomical part. like every digestive part, mouth, stomach, small intestine, large. Now we are going into digestive gland, right? The first digestive gland is salivary gland, right? Salivary gland, you can see this salivary gland, this upper salivary gland, larger. This is called parotid gland. This parotid salivary gland, sometime it get infected from the virus, and this is called mumps, right? The mumps or tonsil is that disease, right? Sublingual, you can see, and submandibular, right? Now, the parotid salivary gland, it secretes the salivary amylase and alpha amylase. Salivary amylase and alpha amylase are collectively called ptyalin. Try to understand. Collectively called ptyalin. They, their function is digestion of carbohydrate. They convert starch into glucose and galactose, right? Ptyalin. Rest of the two glands, sublingual and submandibular. Sublingual and submandibular, they secrete salivary amylase and mucus, right? Clear? Salivary amylase is absent in herbivore. This question I've been asked once. Salivary, which of the following is absent in herbivore? So salivary amylase is not found in herbivore. pH of saliva, these all are the question. pH of saliva is 6.8. 1 liter to 1500 ml of saliva is secreted per day. Lysozyme is an antibacterial enzyme which is found in the saliva. Lysozyme is found in saliva. It kills the bacteria. Tell me, go through with it and tell me. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Next is gastric glands. So basically gastric glands, look, so this is the stomach. Gastro means stomach. So gastric gland is found in the wall of stomach like this way. So these are the gastric gland. You can see here. They are the just gastric gland. Gastric gland. And they secrete their outcome in the stomach. This is the detailed structure of gastric gland. So gastric gland, the outer cells, they are the mucus cells, mucous neck cells, there are parietal cells, chief cell, and endocrine cells, right? Look, the surface mucosal cell, they secrete mucin, means mucus, right? Mucous neck cell, they also secrete mucus. Parietal cell, this one, parietal cells. Parietal cells are also known as the oxantic cell. Try to understand, parietal cells are also known as the oxantic cell. Sometimes the answer will be oxantic, sometimes it's parietal cell. They secrete the axial and intrinsic factor, means of the hormones, right? Chief cells are meant for secretion of pepsinogen, means erective hormone, and lipase, right? Pepsinogen, lipase, amylase, and prorenin. Pepsinogen and prorenin are inactive hormone, inactive enzyme, right? So chief cells secrete pepsinogen, lipase, amylase, and prorenin, right? G cells, there are G cells which secrete the gastrin. Gastrin control the liver and pancreatic secretion, right? Look, pepsinogen is an active hormone. It converts into pepsin and it digests protein. Lipase digests fat partially. Amylase, it digests carbohydrate, means sugar. Prorenin is an active hormone. It is converted to renin, then it digests to milk protein, right? Again, the general characteristic. In adult, the pH is 1.5 to 2.5, means highly acidic. Infant, the pH is 5, that you need to remember. The pH of, because HCl is present over there. In adult, pH is 1.5 to 2.5, but in infant, this is 5. 2000 to 3000 ml per day enzyme is secreted in our body, right? Renin is an enzyme that is secreted only in children. It is not secreted in adult. Even this question I've been asked. Go through with it. Function of oxantic cell. I will tell you which question. Function of auxiliary cell, question I've been asked. pH of saliva in child, infant, question I've been asked. Right. The function of renin, question I've been asked. Tell me if it's clear or not. Aisha and Rabia, please tell me. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Liver and pancreas. Look. We'll start discussing from here onwards in next class. Till the time, whatever we have discussed today, you can ask me any question. If you have any question. Because this is in detail. So tomorrow we'll start with this one.
Sir,
Yes.
why is renin secreted only in infants and not in adults?
Basically, this role is taken over by pepsinogen, pepsin, pepsin and trypsin. So they are digesting hormones. So trypsin start digesting the milk product, right? Trypsin is not that much effective in the infants actually. Got it? So this function is taken over, then there is no use. Then these glands become inactive. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Done?
So,
Yes.
why is salivary amylase not secreted, not present in herbivores and
This is
present in
not
carnivores?
basically this is not required over there. They have certain bacteria and they have four chamber basically. We have three chamber: stomach, small intestine, large intestine. So those animals, herbivores, have four chamber that is called rumen, right? That's why herbivores are also known as the ruminant, right? In rumen, they have a special kind of the bacteria. They are called, and these bacteria secrete an enzyme called cellulase, right? Cellulase enzyme. So that is a very stronger enzyme. That cellulase enzyme itself is responsible for, or it's capable enough to break down of all sugars, right? So and they have different enzyme for digestion purpose for breaking down their stronger enzyme than amylase. So that's why it is not required actually for them, right?
Okay, sir.
First thing. And second thing, the salivary gland they do not produce amylase. Basically, they secrete just saliva only, means mucus only. Fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Aisha, any doubt? Aisha, any doubt? No? Okay. How would digestion complete in small intestine stop working? No, if a small intestine will stop working, digestion cannot be completed. If some part of small intestine is missing, so sometime during accident, if some part got missing, so that plastic weight is connected with the help of plastic part, but that is not possible to complete it. If complete small intestine is missing, then digestion is not possible, because complete digestion takes place in only small intestine is only the part which is meant for the digestion of the food. Without that, it's not practically possible. Okay.
So, sir, how will the person survive if
No, the person will not survive. No, not possible. There is only way that you supply the nutrient with the help of drip only, directly into the blood. Directly into the blood. With the help of light. Okay. So see you guys in next class, right? Bye bye. Take care.
Yes,
Bye.
sir. Thank you, sir.